The Hōʻike Weekly has been made possible in part by the Rice Street Business Association, the Kauai Island Utility Cooperative, and Violi Properties.
Aloha Kauai! Did you know that the Hōʻike Weekly can now be enjoyed as a podcast? Yep, it's true. And we didn't stop there. Check out the Hōʻike Podcast Studio anywhere you'd normally go to catch your favorite podcasts, and you'll get audio versions of the visual content that we provide. That'll include the county council recaps as well. Now you can get the latest news and events delivered straight to your ears while you're cleaning the house, doing yard work, or even while you're stuck in the kapa'a crawl. However you listen though, it's time to get ready because I'm Trisha Allen and this is the Hōʻike Weekly. All right, Kauai, it's news flash time. Our island might be small, but there's a lot happening around here and you have things to do. So let's give you the latest in a short and entertaining way so you can go about your week informed. Multiple agencies are continuing a search and recovery operation for a helicopter that crashed in waters about a quarter-mile offshore, fronting the Hanakoa Valley along the Nepali coast on Thursday. The Federal Aviation Administration has put a temporary flight restriction for the search area during this operation. Kauai Police Dispatch received the report of the incident at approximately 1:20, according to a preliminary report. Hikers along the Kalalau Trail witnessed the helicopter crash into the water, and they're the ones who reported it. The helicopter involved in the crash was with Ali'i Kauai Air Tours and Charters. The United States Coast Guard personnel with the Kauai Fire Department, Rescue 3, aboard Air 1, the Kauai Emergency Management Agency, the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency, and personnel with the Ocean Safety Bureau and the Kauai Police Department all responded to this incident. According to a preliminary report, one person was recovered Thursday at approximately 2:25 p.m. and was unfortunately confirmed dead, with two others still missing. Their identities have not been released. Mayor Derek Kawakami assured the public in a news release that Kauai's first responders are doing everything they can in this emergency operation, saying, quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of all involved." Search and rescue operations with county assets were paused yesterday at sundown due to the safety of the first responders, and county operations continued at first light today. However, crews with the United States Coast Guard were supposed to have continued the search throughout the evening. We should be hearing from them at a press release around 3 p.m. Hōʻike will be there live streaming, so make sure you keep it right here for the latest. Let's switch gears and talk about something more happy in local news now. Several baseball teams on Kauai can add the title of state champs to their list of accomplishments. Kauai's Pony 14U baseball team won their state champ title against Hilo with a 7-2 victory. Kauai's Bronco All-Stars won against Maui and brought home the W with a final score of 12-1. This is their second state championship win in a row now. And the Lehue Baseball League Mustang 10U All-Stars team earned their state championship after dominating the Hilo Pony Gray Mustang All-Stars with a 13-0 win. Congratulations to all three teams for your hard work and dedication. Shark sightings they can be scary, right? But nothing new on the island we live on. We're used to it happening occasionally, but this week a shark sighting at Hanalei Bay was actually caught on camera. The footage that was posted to the Everything Kauai Facebook page by Jake LaForge was taken at a 200-foot altitude on a 3-time zoom lens and showed a tiger shark roughly 10 feet long swimming pretty casually about 250 feet west of the Pavilion Lifeguard Tower. Mahalo for sharing that, Jake. Pretty cool to see. Unfortunately, another death this week, early Tuesday morning, after being pulled from waters at Kaupea Beach. a visitor, again, died at Secret Beach in Kilauea. Monday afternoon is when this happened. First responders were dispatched at approximately 1:47 p.m. in response to the call of the unresponsive swimmer. Bystanders initially administered CPR until medics arrived to continue advanced resuscitation efforts, and then personnel from the Hanalei fire station also arrived and assisted with resuscitation. Later, firefighters accompanied the patient from the beach to the American Medical Response responders, who took over and provided advanced life support as well. But despite all those efforts, the 23-year-old male visitor from Maryland was transported to Wilcox Memorial Hospital and pronounced dead on Tuesday, July 9th. All of us at Hōʻike extend our sincerest condolences to this man's family and friends, as an autopsy is pending to determine the exact cause of death, but foul play is not suspected. Kaupe'a Beach does not have lifeguards, and the public is urged to exercise caution when swimming in unguarded waters. Officials strongly recommend swimming only at beaches with lifeguards. Daisy Ogawa, a 16-year-old resident of Hanalei, was reported missing on June 20th, and KPD is still continuing to search for her. While KPD has gotten some unconfirmed sightings of Daisy around the island, she has still not been located as of yet. Daisy's 5 feet tall and weighs approximately 120 pounds. She has a fair complexion, straight brown hair, and is of Filipino descent. She was last seen wearing blue jeans, a black crop top shirt, and brown sandals with black straps in the Hanalei area. But Daisy is also known to frequent both of the Lihue and Kapa'a areas. The Kauai Police Department sent a press release earlier this week, both asking for continued help in the search, but also reminding people that they could get in legal trouble for assisting in hiding the minor. Anyone with information about Daisy's whereabouts is urged to contact KPD Dispatch at 808-241-1711. And if you wish to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers Kauai at 808-246-8300 or go to their website, cskauai.org, and submit a tip there. The Kauai Police Department is cautioning residents to remain vigilant regarding potential jewelry scam happening on the island. This caution is prompted by recent incidents in which individuals appearing to be foreign nationals have approached residents in public places, offering to sell them jewelry. Now, if it sounds familiar, these incidents are similar to one that happened last year, 2 years ago in 2024, when KPD successfully apprehended 4 male suspects engaged in the sale of counterfeit jewelry. Operating under the guise of selling rare or antique pieces at significantly reduced prices, these individuals targeted unsuspecting victims in public venues and residential areas. Victims, believing they were aiding apparent visitors in financial distress, later discovered the jewelry to be counterfeit. Recent reports indicate similar tactics are surfacing on neighbor islands as well, underscoring the potential spread of these criminal activities, so be on the lookout. This Saturday, July 13th, from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Maluhia Road, or as most of us call it, Tree Tunnel Road, will be closed for the annual community cleanup all the way from Kauamuali'i Highway to the Ala Kinoiki Junction at the closure. Why, you ask? It's in preparation of Koloa Plantation Days. Plenty of amazing community groups will be out in full force giving Tree Tunnel a thorough sprucing up. Plus, the County of Kauai Roads Division will be on hand tackling some much needed grass cutting and shoulder maintenance. And they're making things easier for drivers by posting electronic message boards along the detour route, which will be Koloa Road, not Omau Road. Now, some people like to use Omau Road. Have done it from time to time too, but that road is a cozy, narrow 25-mile-per-hour residential street, not meant for detours. So please kokua and use Koloa Road instead. Lane closures along portions of Anini Road began July 11th and will run on weekdays only until July 24th from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., weather permitting. The closures are necessary for guardrail repair and installation work. During this time, no parking will be allowed in the work zones, but you can expect flaggers to be positioned in the work zone to direct traffic. A water service shutdown is scheduled for Poʻohiwi Road on Tuesday, July 16th, from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m., again, weather permitting. The water service shutdown is necessary to allow a DOW contractor to install a bypass water line on Poʻohiwi Road for the Kalaheo Water Systems Improvements Project. Customers are advised to prepare for the water service shutdown by taking the following steps. Store water to meet your needs until water service can be restored. Notify neighbors, family, and friends of the water service shutdown. And those with faulty water heaters should ensure that their water heater does not empty during the shutdown. In other water-related news, it's been over a month since the Department of Water first issued a water conservation request for the Omaukaloa area due to a mechanical failure on the water system's pump station. The first notice was sent out to the public on June 6th, and as of today, that water conservation notice is still in effect, and the DOW is still asking residents to continue their conservation efforts. Someone should probably tell the visitors in all the hotels and the rentals down there too. Today is Friday, which means the weekend begins soon, and there's never a shortage of things to do around here. So let's take a quick look at what events you can look forward to in the upcoming week. The Friends of Kamalani and Lidgate Park, along with Oceanit Laboratories, Inc. and the County of Kauai, are hosting a friendly talk story session about the Morgan's Ponds Breakwater Maintenance Project on Saturday, July 20th at 10:30 a.m. at Lidgate Beach Park. This session will gather community ideas for a long-term maintenance plan to keep Morgan's Ponds and its shoreline beautiful. Here to talk to us about it is Tom Worthen. Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for the invite to be here.
Yes, you are our first guest to the weekly, or the Hōʻike Weekly, so welcome. We're very excited to have you. Tell us a little bit about this long-term maintenance plan and why it's necessary and why the community's input is necessary as well.
Yeah, well, Lidgate was, Morgan Pond was built in 1964, and it took till 2011 that after the battering of albizia on the rocks coming down the river and silt and debris going into the ponds, they actually rebuilt it in 2011 and dredged it out. And we're at that stage again, where if you go to the ponds, you can see the rocks are missing in some places, which allow more debris to come into the ponds. Oh. And so there's a group called Oceanit that worked in the 2011 that came in and did a lot of measurements of a core sample to see how much sand and silt and debris is in the body of the pond. And so they're going to be here on July 20th at Lidgate at 10:30. We'll have, we clean up the park every Saturday from 8:30 to 10:30. Then from 10:30 on, we're gonna have a tent set up to just get community input of what they would like to see with Morgan Pond. We have the options of dredging it out, rebuilding the rock, and just kind of see what community members want to give to input to make that their pond to continue the beauty that it has.
That's great. So the regular cleanup that typically runs from 8:30 to 10:30 is still happening.
It is.
And you can stay later if you want to give some input to Oceanit Laboratories and Friends of Kamalani on this Morgan Ponds project, right?
Yep.
Is that right?
We'll be there at the tent. Find us and come tell us what you think.
Perfect. Thank you, Tom, for giving us the info. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kukui Grove Center is holding the annual Back to School Bash on Saturday, July 13th at Kukui Grove Center. The giveaway will be held in person with pre-registration for backpacks for elementary and middle high school students. That began on July 1st at 9 a.m. Pre-registered students are guaranteed a backpack and are asked to come at their designated time. But if you didn't get a chance to register, don't worry. The event will also feature entertainment, educational resources hosted by Keiki to Career, and a passport to fun with activities for kids and families. Non-registered students can enjoy these activities throughout the day with a limited number of backpacks available on a first-come, first-served basis. Unclaimed bags will be distributed at the end of the event to any students present. Now, for those of you listening to this as a podcast on your phone or maybe a card display, it should match the enchanting background that's behind me. These colors are amazing, and I think what's even more amazing is that this picture was taken at Salt Pond on the west side. I don't know about you, but I've never seen Salt Pond look like this before, and we have Mr. Kanui Top to thank for that. Mahalo Kanui for capturing this rarely seen view of Salt Pond so that we could all enjoy it. If you want to check out more of his work, you can visit his Instagram page at kanuimancan. And if you think you can, go to our website, hōʻike.org, to submit your own photo, and maybe next week's view can be from you. All right, Kauai, that's all the Hōʻike we have for you this week. I'm Trisha Allen, wishing you love and aloha. See you at 3 p.m. for the live update of the helicopter crash.